What is up, guys? Welcome to my video. This week I've got something nice and special for you, and that is the unboxing of the Cooler Master TK Quickfire keyboard, or Quickfire TK. Now, I've been looking forward to this for a while. I've currently got a membrane keyboard, and I thought that I should make the upgrade to a mechanical one. Now, this cost £70. It was ordered from Scan, and it came very well packed. And you get a choice of 3 different key switches. You have blue, red and brown. Now this one here is the red one, which is meant to be the best for gaming, but you can get the blues and the browns that provide more tactile feedback than the red, which doesn't provide any. Now let's have a look what's in the box. So nice and simple, says Quickfire Storm TK, Cherry MX red on the front, and on the back we've got some of the general features. Tells you that it's got a full LED backlight, it's multimedia lighting mode and Winlock keys, so like the lighting will change depending on the mode that it's in. You've got a compact layout with integrated numpad block, so although it's a smaller keyboard than a standard size keyboard, you actually have all the keys on it that you would normally have anyway, so you're not actually really losing any keys. And then NKRO in USB mode, which means you can have, I think it's up to 20 key switches activated at the same time. Don't hold me to that, but basically you could pretty much like type with your face and you would be fine, so you don't have to worry about pressing too many keys at the same time. And then it says features: mechanical Cherry Red MX switches with a lifespan of over 50 million key presses, compact layout and integrated numpad block, full LED backlight with 3 modes and 5 brightness levels, NKRO in USB mode for unlimited simultaneous keystrokes, embedded steel plate for maximum stability and durability, anti-slip pads and keyboard standoffs with rubber feet, Windows keys can be disabled, 7 easy access multimedia shortcuts, and detachable braided USB cable with routing management. So depending on your desk layout, if you want your keyboard to be right in the centre, you can have the cord going up, or if it's on the left of your desk, you can have it coming out the right there, or if it's on the right, you can have it coming out here. Now let's have a look in the box. Let's get the old scissors. Right, well, found the scissors. The box, it says some other stuff on the top, just like basically see their website for more details. On the side it says system requirements: Windows 7, Vista 64 and XP. And then on the side it just is advertising CM Storm, nothing interesting there. So let's open the box. And then in your side we've got our keyboard. So, put that there. We got basically a user guide telling you some key features and specifications, limited warranty, all that jazz, and we've got the tool for removing the keys. But pretty much not too much to it really. Inside, obviously, we got our keyboard. So let's get this open. And there we have it. Feels very nice off the bat, I can tell you. There it is. As I said, it's a detachable cable there, so you can just go ahead and remove that if you want, right there. And then you've got your routing holes, so the cable can be fed through there or fed through there, but I'll leave it as is. Nice feet. Good. Yeah, they feel very good. Nice premiums, like kind of like those stands, so if you want to have it raised. As for the keyboard itself, yeah, there's like no flex to that. Wow, yeah, that's no flex to that. That is completely different to my Sidewinder or Sidewinder keyboard. But then as for the keyboard itself, so it's quite small. It's not much to it really. Feels very nice. Makes a nice sound. It's not too loud. Louder than this one. I'll do a comparison in a minute. But it's got a nice red kind of back plate to it, so that when you plug it in, the light will reflect off it. Keys are very nice. There's not much to it. It's got a matte finish, so it's not really it's not going to show up your fingerprints, which is very nice. So that's something that annoys me about my current one. And all the keys are mechanical. So let's plug it in and see what it does. Okay, so we've got the keyboard plugged in now, and I must say it's actually very nice. The size, it's not quite as small as I thought it was going to be, and it's actually quite a nice size. Now you can see here that the lights are on, and you customise this by holding down the function button. Now the function button can either be held down and pressed like you would say for Alt Tab, or any combination like you normally would, where you hold the key once and then tap something else. But it's got a lock on it as well, so if you want to hold it down, which I'll probably do a lot, and then you can just press any of the buttons without actually needing to hold down the function button. So like music will play. Yeah, Michael Bublé, get over it. And then you've got your lights, so you've got light funk mode, so you can have just these keys, or no keys if you turn numlock off, so that's not illuminated. You've got everything illuminated. You've got, oh no, there's just the two. Okay. But, okay, that's lights on and off, that's light on and off. And then where F4 is here, you've got your mode, so that's the one I thought I was doing. So that switches between, what does that do? Yeah, that switches between your modes, so you've got kind of like a on-off sort of pulsation sort of thing going on there, so it makes your keyboard look alive. Or if you're playing late and you only want to see your keys, then you can have this one. So you've just got your WASD and you've got your function, and these are light depending on your combination. So that's quite nice. I mean, for me, I will leave them all on. Now you've got loads of settings for your lights, so you can have them on max, as they are now, or you can turn it down. There's a lot of settings. It goes way down. But interestingly, this function lock is not affected by it, so if you leave it on, then that will still be quite illuminated, but it goes down a long way. Quite a long way. Is that off? Wow, there's a lot, so you can customise it exactly how you want it, but I'll probably just leave it on. Oh no, I don't think you can hold it down actually. I don't think you can hold it down, I think you have to do it like that. Yeah, I'll have it somewhere about there. And because you've got this red backlight, then it reflects off the backlight, and so you get a really nice vivid sort of colour. I'll do a comparison to my Sidewinder keyboard, and you'll see that the Sidewinder was nowhere near as good when it comes to lights. Now you can have N-key rollover enabled, and to do this, you just hold down ESC and press the N, and then that will enable N-key rollover, and then that is how you can type with this. Well, it says unlimited, so unlimited amount of keys as you want, but obviously you're limited to having only 5 fingers, or well, 8 fingers and 2 thumbs if you're that sort of person, and you can just type, or you can play games, and you could say be having all your WASD keys pressed down whilst jumping, whilst reloading, whilst meleeing, and it would register it all. So that's more for MMO games really, but it's a nice feature to have. As for typing, it's okay. I mean, I don't think you should be getting a Cherry MX Red keyboard if you want to type. So if I type something here, if I type in this is the new keyboard, so it's quite loud, from Cooler Master, and I haven't made any mistakes, and I think it does feel nicer than the other keyboard. I'll keep an eye on my other keyboard, and I'll let you know if I have to ever go back for it for typing, but it's not the best for typing. If you want something for typing, you're going to have to look elsewhere. This is really primarily a gaming keyboard. If you got, say, like a blue switch, it might be better, but because it's a bit smaller size, it's not going to be as ideal for doing other things. But I mean, if you hold how often do you use your F keys? Not that often, so you can hold down your function lock, as I said earlier, lock it, and then you have all your music keys. So, you know, you've got loads of stuff that you can do, and you've got your volume buttons, and you've got play, pause, stop, and then your track left and right buttons. So you've got pretty much everything you need on here. As for gaming itself, I can give it a go, and I will let you know. Now, you may recognise this music, and that's because I've got back into it because it was on a Steam sale. But it is pretty genius, let's be honest. And that's Tomb Raider 2, £1.74 on Steam. So that's probably quite a good game to test it out because it's only uses keys. So let's have a go, shall we? Now immediately I do feel a little bit more cramped than because you need to use these keys here for doing stuff than I used to. And then I need to use F4 and F3 because I need to change the size. So I need to take function lock off and then press F4 like that. But then I could just leave it off like that. You've got all your basic movements, registers quite nice, feels very nice. Yeah, no, it does feel pretty good actually. Yeah, so the actual keys themselves feel quite nice, as they should do, going from a membrane keyboard to a mechanical keyboard. But it definitely does feel quite cramped with the arrow keys here, it's got to be said. They're actually kind of, what's the word, they're kind of slightly curved. These ones are all kind of flat and slightly dome shaped, whereas these ones are more moulded as your fingers are. So like the bottom arrow's further down, this one's further up, and then they're all kind of shaped to your fingers, so they fit quite nicely and it's easy to tell which one is which. But I've got to say I think it is quite nice to use, and I am looking forward to giving it a proper test. I will use it for... Oh, what have I done? I've done something. I don't know what's going on screen, I suppose you can't see, but like she won't stop moving, so well, I think I fixed it. Not sure whether that was the keyboard, maybe it was, I'm not sure. As a quick summary from what I can tell so far, it's nice to use, it feels nice, but it also feels a little bit cramped. But I will do an 8 days with video, so today is Thursday, so what's that? That will be next Friday. I will post my 8 days with, and then you can see whether I like it and whether I think it's worth going from a membrane keyboard to a mechanical keyboard. So I'll test it out with a various amount of games. So obviously some will argue that Tomb Raider is a game that's almost 15 years old, and it's probably not a good test. So I'll give it plenty of games, maybe a bit of Call of Duty, a bit of Smite, some other, maybe even a bit of Dota. Games like that. Now I'll give it a proper test and I will let you know. So thanks for watching, hope you had a nice Christmas, and I will see you next time. Yeah, finally, as an idea of size, I actually wanted to just show the comparison. Now this is the Microsoft Sidewinder keyboard, and obviously this is the CM Storm Quickfire TK keyboard. Now let's just move in, sorry if I'm not the best, but there we go. So you see they're actually, there's quite a difference there. See there for you. Yeah, so I mean you're missing, basically what they're doing is these keys here are melded into one, so those ones turn into those, which is going to take some getting used to, but as I said, I'll let you know in my 8 days with how it goes, and I'll let you know.